Well, Germany's president is urging citizens to put their faith in science instead of conspiracy theories if they want to avoid getting COVID-19. Frank-Walter Steinmeier expressed concern at the declining acceptance of government-imposed restrictions in the country. It has seen a surge of protests against restrictions in recent days.
Germany hadn't witnessed scenes like this in weeks. Thousands gathered at an official demonstration in downtown Stuttgart last weekend, calling for greater freedoms during the corona pandemic, despite a recent loosening of restrictions.
I think the way they're dealing with this pandemic is a bit over the top, driving the whole country into the ground.
Putting 83 million healthy people in lockdown and winding the economy down, that's never happened before.
We're here to show that we're not outsiders. People here aren't from the Green Party or eco-freaks or hippies or from the Alternative for Germany or whatever. We're normal people from the middle of society. We act responsibly and we always have done. We're responsible citizens.
The demonstration is loud but peaceful, and most here respect the social distancing rule. But protests like this one have also attracted people who are using the crisis to promote their own cause, among them conspiracy theorists and extremists, according to Judith Rahner.
I wasn't in Stuttgart, I was in Berlin. And it's clear to see that the number of people trying to hijack the demonstration, especially right-wing extremists, is far higher in Berlin than in Stuttgart.
At an unauthorized demonstration in central Berlin, things got out of hand. Anti-vaxxers, conspiracy theorists, and right-wing hooligans were among the crowd. A prominent participant is Attila Hildmann. Hildmann became known for his vegan cooking videos on social media. These days, he's demonstrating against coronavirus restrictions and spreading conspiracy theories. He also claims that sedatives have been added to Berlin's drinking water. His social media channel garnered 30,000 subscribers in just 2 weeks.
You can laugh about it and wonder what kind of person craves such attention in times like these. But of course, it's also totally dangerous, because he's calling exactly these kind of people to arms, saying we have to defend ourselves, we're facing a superior enemy, and so anything goes.
The German government has expressed concern that violent right-wing extremists could sway opinion, especially among those doubting the validity of the current restrictions. Further large demonstrations have been announced for this weekend.
And for a closer look at conspiracy theories on the rise, I'm joined now by Michael Butter, professor of American Studies from the University of Tübingen. He's an expert in conspiracy theories. Thank you so much for joining us here on the program. And I'd like to begin by asking you, the self-proclaimed Resistance 2020 group has really become one of the main players here in Germany in spreading theories that the coronavirus pandemic is overblown, that the media is causing mass panic. Why do you think these views are gaining traction right now?
Well, I think they are gaining traction because conspiracy theories are answering to a feeling of insecurity. We know that people are drawn to conspiracy theories if they are bad at dealing with ambivalence or insecurity. And what time could be more insecure than the current one, where nobody knows how our life will be in a couple of weeks. And in these times, conspiracy theories offer seemingly easy answers because they identify the people allegedly responsible and the alleged plan behind all of that. And they ensure people that they don't need to worry about themselves and the health of their loved ones, because all of these conspiracy theories claim that the virus either does not exist or is completely harmless.
Okay, but where do you think it comes from? I mean, because it's really gained quite a lot of popularity, especially we've seen it, playing out in German society. Where is the skepticism coming from about the official information?
Well, I think this is a longer story, and we've had this for years. And most of the people taking to the streets, and this is also where I disagree with the experts who said that there were fewer conspiracy theorists in Stuttgart than in Berlin. Most of the people who are taking to the streets in the moment, in Stuttgart, for example, are conspiracy theorists. These are people who were already part of the Mahnwachen for Peace in 2014 and also of anti-refugee protests in 2015, for example. So they have been spreading conspiracy theories online for years, many of them, anti-vaxxers too. So it's just new that they are now taking to the street again, but this is not a new formation, but this has been there for a couple of years.
And concurrently, it's not just conspiracy theories, because the German Greens have also pointed out that some corona skeptics are spreading anti-Semitic ideas. How big is the danger of anti-Semitism also growing out of these protests?
I would not overestimate that at the moment, and I wouldn't worry too much. I mean, what we're observing with corona conspiracy theories is that they just latch onto conspiracy theories that people had believed on anyway already. And it seems to me that the amount of anti-Semitism that we're seeing at the moment is relatively small compared to other conspiracy theories that dominated the community for a while. So compare this, for example, to the Great Replacement conspiracy theory, which tends to blame George Soros, the American billionaire, for masterminding the plot. Now we have Bill Gates as the evil mastermind, and as horrible as that is, at least it's not an anti-Semitic argument. So I think just as the conspiracy theorists are in panic about the measures of the state that they consider inappropriate and horrible, there are politicians who are in panic about conspiracy theorists, and I don't think that one shouldn't be too much worried about that. It's still a very, very small movement that is getting a lot of public attention at the moment.
Michael Butter, Professor of American Studies and an expert in conspiracy theories. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.